Oh joy! The wind is here. This is December and the wind is blowing. So before I go down to the beach and just see how windy this is, I mean, this whole video is an experiment, and it may it may not work. It may be just so awful I can't even put it out, but who knows. So the wind is coming, and I looked horrified this morning when I was looking at the week when I can get out and make more of these videos, at the weather forecast, and these gusty windy days, especially down on the coast, is going to be very awkward. I did have to choose to come and start this project in December, of course. So what I've done is I've got my microphone, which is a little lapel microphone that normally clips to me, and I like it to be sort of discreet, so it's not in your face. It's not like, I mean, sometimes you'll see me holding my other microphone when I'm with somebody, and that's a different thing. But in this case, I'm not doing that. I want to have it about my person. It's on a little field recorder, which if I come down here, you'll see there, hopefully you can see that if I got that lined up, that my recorder is on there recording everything I say. So I've taken the microphone and I've actually tried to protect it, because the best way to protect the microphone is to put it in a cage, and that's what I've done here. So I've actually got a tea strainer with a bit of tape over the top to act as a buffer, and it sits inside this cage, and it's under my jumper here. This is a slightly bigger one. I've got a slightly smaller tea strainer. Where is it? There. And it's hanging on a bit of string around my neck, and the idea of that is that it will stay in pretty much the right place where I want it to be, and inside the microphone is hopefully in its own little atmosphere, so as the wind hits my jumper, it doesn't just immediately hit the microphone. The tape on the on the tea strainer will deflect the wind a bit, and then the microphone inside a fluffy is protected. But if I protect it too much, it'll be too muffled. So as you can see, the wind is raging all around me. So I'm going to go down and just see whether this experiment works or not. It may not. I'm on the beach. You can see that the tide is pretty much in, and the sea is absolutely boiling, as they say, and crashing on the beach. I wish I had a different camera. The GoPro that I'm filming on, the GoPro 8, has a wide angle lens, so everything looks further away than it really is, and the sea is looking less dramatic through the camera than it really is. But you'll just have to take my word for it that it is, for Worthing, quite extreme actually. It's churning up with amazing spray, which I will try and get some pictures of. So the wind at the moment is on my back, and so hopefully the microphone is at least a little bit protected. I'm going to turn around and face the full face of the wind, and we'll see what happens then. So now I have the wind right in my face and against my chest, so there's probably a lot of noise, I imagine. And this is one of the problems that I have as a filmmaker coming out filming. But I can't monitor the sound at all at the moment, because I don't have an earpiece in the microphone, and if I did, it would look very silly too when I'm trying to do my pieces to camera. But let's try and get a few more shots of the sea for the moment. I'll turn the camera around and I'll carry on talking with the wind buffering, and we'll just see how terrible it is. I'm going to try and get as close to the sea, but I'll have to run back as the tide comes bashing in as it will do. Look at that churning sea there. It's absolutely remarkable. Really foaming, but quite dramatic. Usually when it's this severe, they close the pier for fear that, well, I suppose for fear that the pier might collapse. But I can see that there are people walking on it. I think there are anyway. Yes, I've seen a couple of figures. I was hoping to get underneath the pier to see how that would look. Of course, one of the sounds you're going to be getting is the ferocious nature of the sea in the background as well. So I'm curious to see how all of that comes out. I just got complete splashing then, look. What I do for my art, ladies and gentlemen. There's probably a reason the sign there says danger, keep off. Just taking refuge by a wall here. Got a little bit wet from venturing too close to the sea, which is spraying all around me. It's absolutely incredible to see. Hopefully, it's so difficult sometimes when you're filming, you've no idea what the shots are like. And of course I don't know what the sound has been like. It may have been just awful. So I'm hoping there's something here. One of the beauties of living by the coast is, of course, you know, you can come down and it changes almost every day. It's different, but this is just very, very dramatic, and I think in many ways it just earths you. It's quite well, I can't think of the word. Not belittling. It's quite. Oh, I can't think of the. There's a word I'm desperately trying to find. It gives you an amazing respect, I think, for nature. There is nowhere to go to get out of the wind. I thought this shelter here behind me had some glass in it, but all the window panes have gone. And so the wind is just coming straight through that glass behind me. It's a lovely old shelter, but it's seen better days, I think. Right. Well, that's my test, my wind test over. I think we've had various extremes, and I'm sure that much of the sound on this has been pretty unusable. I'm going to walk home now and see what there is. But I suppose I wanted to illustrate not just the sea, that was amazing, but to illustrate one of the technical issues that we filmmakers occasionally have. And wind, I think, is more problematic than rain. Rain, you could put the camera in a glass box or put umbrellas over it. you can cover it with there's a shelter under here, look. You can cover it with protective coverings, but wind is just all encompassing, and you know, getting out of the wind is just so good. My hands are frozen now, so I'm going to go back and see if any of this is usable and try and put some kind of video together for tomorrow. I am hoping to invest in a new camera. I may have mentioned this before. Quite expensive, but it will afford me better access, I think, and to be able to get out more frequently, apart from the wind. I can't do anything for the wind, but yeah, it's been interesting. Thanks for watching anyway, and I'll catch up with you on the next one, hopefully out and about. But if the wind persists, I may have to do more inside videos. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Become a patron and support what I do. I can't really do this without your assistance. And give me a thumbs up if any of this was worth watching. Till next time, bye bye.